Hello everyone, welcome back to the .NET Office. In this video, we are going to design an Indian flag using Python. So let's get started. To design this one, what we need a couple of the packages. So first we need the Numpy and another we need matplotlib. So in a bit we will understand what is the use of these two. So these two packages, to make it fast, I have already installed these two libraries. You can see matplotlib I have already installed, and Numpy you can see from here it is already installing. So these two library I have already installed. After installing these two, first what we have to do, we have to import this file. So I'm going to import matplotlib, and inside that one, this give us another library, that is this pyplot. So this we need, and I'm just saying plt. Apart from that, we need another library from same matplotlib, and that is the patches. So that library we need, I'm just saying it patches only. So these two library, and apart from that we need Numpy. In a bit we will understand what is the use of these two and how we are useful for this application. So I'm just saying it np. So these two library I have already installed in my application. So let's get rid of these spaces which we are having the extra. So here I'm just going to use all these library. Now apart from this one, what we need, first we will create the function and then we will call that method. So first understand what is the the use of these three library. So if I will talk about the uses of these three library, so first we have import that matplotlib, that pyplot. So we import it. So basically this pyplot module from this matplotlib library, which is used for creating the visualization. So the purpose of this for the visualization. So this is the purpose of this one, and another is the patches. We imported which provide the shape like rectangle and the circle. So for that purpose we use this library. So these are the module. Those we use for this, we use for the visualization, and another we use it for the shape. And if I will talk about, okay, let's get rid of this one. And if I will talk about this one, so this library useful for numerical operation. For an example, if I want something related to the numerical or trigonometric kind of function, then we use this Numpy. So that is the use of all these library. Now let's design it. So what I'm going to do, first I'm going to create a one method, and this method name I'm just going to give as a draw Indian flag. So this, any name you can give, and here what I'm going to do, I'm going to write the logic. So first what I will do, after installing these files, inside that I will take two variable. Okay, let me write it first. So I'm going to take fig and ax, and what I'm going to do, I'm just going to say plt dot subplots, and inside this one I'm just saying fig size. So fig size and equal to, I'm just saying 8,5. So these, now what is the use of this one? So this we are creating here we are creating one figure and a set of subplots. So basically this, basically it written two variable, one is for the figure and another is for the subplots. So now what is the use of this? So this subplot with a specified size means 8 multiply 5 inches. So this we are going to design 8 multiply 5 inches, and this fig represent the entire figure, while ax is the area where the flag will be drawn. So this is the use of this one. Now after defining these value, what we have to do, we have to define the color. So what color we needed? So what I'm going to take, first I'm going to take the colors, and here let me write it first. So I have already list of these colors, so I'm just going to put it here, so it will make it fast. So this is the color list which we need. So here is basically, first we need the saffron, another is the white and the green. So these three colors we need. So after defining these things, what we have to do, we have to draw the rectangle strips. So inside that, what we have to do, we have to draw basically the rectangle and stripes. So basically I'm going to say is stripes. So how we design it? So since we need multiple times, so we need the for loop. So I'm going to say for I comma color over the color, and in I'm going to take as a enumerate, and over what? Colors. So this I'm going to take it here, and I'm just taking one variable here, and this I'm saying react or rect. This I'm just saying in that way, and here I'm just saying the patches, then rectangle. So rectangle, like in that format we want. Now here we have to give the logic. So first let me write it. So 0 comma, here I will say I multiply by 1 divided by 3. So this we need, then comma 1 divided by 3. In a bit I will explain what is the we are going to design here, and I'm just saying the line width. So line width I'm just saying as in 0, and then I'm just saying age color. So what I'm going to write it here, so age color I'm just giving none. So this we have designed. Now another thing, we need the face color as well. So I'm just going to say face color, and this I'm going to define like whatever the color is going to come, and that I'm going to define here. So after the enter, now what I'm going to say here, ax dot add, and here I will say patches. So let me write add patch, and inside this one what I will say here, this variable. Now what is this method? So if we discuss about this method, is basically what we are doing. First we are iterating over the list of color which we are having, and after that we have written this rectangle logic. So what it doing, it creating a rectangle with each strip. The position is basically determine the lower left corner of rectangle. So this define the lower left corner of rectangle. And if I will talk about this, so here what it is going to define is basically ensure this I multiply 1 divided by 3, ensure that each strip is placed 1/3 of the way down from the previous one, and the width and height of each strip are 1 and 1 divided by 3. So that is the width we have defined. Here you can see the width basically, and then we have defined the line width and age color. It ensures that there are no border around the stripe, while this face color set the color of the stripe. And then what we did, we added the page, and it basically add the rectangle to the axis. So that is the purpose of this particular logic. Now after this one, what we need? We need the Ashok Chakra. So for that one, what we have to do? So first I will write draw Ashok Chakra. So to design this one, first I will take one variable, and that is the circle. And here I'm just saying the patches dot circle. So because it comes in the circle, so that's why. And here also again we have to give the I will say the logic. So I'm already having, so to make it fast I'm just putting it. So here let me do it as a, so okay, let me take this variable name, which is basically, so here I'm just giving this logic. Here you can see it is the similar way, like what kind of the radius we want, what color we want, and all these things I have already designed. So it is just like above. Now the next thing what we have to do, we have to tell, like if I will draw, so here what I'm going to draw, the spokes of the Ashok Chakra. So this we are going to define here. So first I'm just saying how many we want. We want basically 24 spokes. So SPOKES, and we want 24. Now obviously for this one also what we want the loop, and we want loop with the range, and I'm just saying over the spokes which we are having. Now how we will design it? So first I'm taking one variable called angle. and inside this one I'm just saying, so I multiply, and here I'm just saying 360 and divided by number of spots. So basically around, like that is basically a circle. So in circle, that is the 360. Now we have to divide whatever we are having, so it will come accordingly. So now that logic I'm already having with me, so I'll put it, and now let's understand what is this logic. So here, like if we talk about, so we have the 24 sets for that spokes in the Ashok Chakra. Now we are making the loop, and then what we are calculating the angle of each spoke in the degree. So basically we have 360 degree. So among that we are just defining the angle, and then we have written this 0.5, and this logic is basically calculate the x coordinate of the end point of the spoke, and this NP, this cos is basically like this define the coordinate of the end point of the spoke, and this np dot radian, it convert the angle to the radians, and this np cos compute the cosine of the angle. So cos theta sin theta, if I'm talking in the triangle way, it divide according to that one. Similar way this logic is also work. So it calculates the y coordinate of the end point of the spoke, and this np dot sin method compute the sine of the angle. So x coordinate, basically x coordinate, and it defined the y coordinate similar way. And now this plot, what it do, it plot each spoke from the center of the Ashok Chakra, means 0.5 0.5 to the calculate to the end, means x and y. So similar way it do. Now we have designed the Ashok Chakra. So here we have designed with the flag. Now we have designed the Ashok Chakra. Now the next thing what we have to do, we have to set everything in one. So how we will do? What I'm going to take, I'm going to take ax dot set. Here what I'm going to do, then limit. So basically the x limit we are going to define, and this we are going to define 0, 1. So this x limit we have defined. Similar way, like what we are going to do, we are going to define x dot set, and next is the y limit. Here this y limit is also we have to define 0, 1. So basically what it is ensuring, it is ensuring that flag fits within these boundary whatever we have taken this one. Now the next thing what we have to do, we have to ax dot and set expect. So this we are going to say, and inside this one what I'm going to write, I'm going to write equal. So what is the use of this one? So basically it ensures that aspect ratio is equal, so the flag is not distorted. So for that purpose we are using this one. Now the next thing is x dot, what we are going to do, we are going to just make it as a axis, and axis we are just making the off, and the reason is it hide the axis line and the label for a cleaner look. Otherwise what it will do, it will show the axes and basically the line. And after writing this one, what we have to do, we have to show the flag. So we have to design here, we have designed all the flag in the rectangle format, then we have designed the Ashok Chakra in the circle, and then we have set everything so it come in the fit. Now plt dot show. So this we are going to show, and after this one what we have to do, we have to call this method, because I have written this method. So I will just copy it, and when I will run this, now let's run this. Okay, so now let me run, and when I will run this, the output is showing expected, means the Indian flag which we want, it is showing as expected. Here we have first like taken these three library. One is for visualization, another is for like the shape in the rectangle format and what kind of the format we want. We have this pages. Another is the Numpy. Numpy is basically the library which used for the calculation, basically if we want any trigonometry or any numerical for that purpose. Then we have started designing our flag. So here we are taking the two variable. One is for the like the figure and the axis we have taken, and then define the color, and then we have designed the rectangle. It is for the flag basically, and another is for the circle, and then we have designed inside the circle what we have to do, we have to design the strap. So these things we have done here. So basically the here after designing we need the spokes inside that one. So that we have done, and then we are setting it now. Okay, so when I will run this again, we will see like this flag is looking like a static. So what changes we will do, like it's something like at least Ashok Chakra should move. So for that one, let's design this. Currently we are just taking as an screenshot, and that will come in the kind of a GIF, because when we will click on that one, it will come in that way. So what changes we have to do? So what we have to do, I'll get rid of this particular code, and here what I will say, I will take the buffer one variable, and here I'm just taking IO. And now to do this one, what we have to do, we have to import it. So to import this one, what I'm going to do, I'm just going to import. So here import IO. So this we have to import. Now another thing, we want as in zip and or the image, so we have to import that file also. So I'm going to take as in PIL and import, and I'm just importing it from the image. So these two library extra we need. And now next what I'm going to do here is basically, so first we have taken IO dot, and I'm just taking the bytes. So bytes IO. Now the next thing what we want, okay, let me take it to the one tab, and now that PLT and dot save this whatever the figure is going to create, we are going to save it in the buffer. And I'm just taking the format, and which format I want in the PNG. So let's take the PNG format, and I'm just taking it as a BB box inches, and I'm just going to define the property of this as in height. And then after that what I'm going to do, I'm just going to write as a pad inches, and here I'm going to define as in 0. So these property I have defined. Now I will do plt dot close, and what we have to do, we have to do this figure variable, and then buff dot seek, and inside this I'm going to define the 0, and then I'm just return. And here what I will say, the image dot open, and this I'm going to take as an buff. Now the next thing is basically what we have here, this whatever the method we have defined. Now here what we have to do, we have to do a little bit changes in the existing one. And what is that? In this method we have to pass one variable called angle, and once I will pass one value in the inside this angle, now we have to change this value. So let me update this logic, then I will explain what it is. So what I'm going to do here, this will be the same, only I'm just here the variable name I just changed to the spoke angle, and here this variable is basically I'm taking from top, and accordingly I'm just doing the operation. So this is the only change which we have taken, because this will come as in like kind of a like it will come as in loop, so it look like it is moving. So this way, that is the only changes which we have done here, and apart from that all will be look as same. Now here this method is basically we have defined all the value. So this tight is basically ensure that bounding box of the figure is tightly fitted around the content and prevent extra white spaces. So for that purpose, and this pad inches is basically remove any padding around the images. So that is the purpose of this one. Now another thing what we have to do, so this method which we have created, now the next thing what we have to do is basically we have to create the one method, and to call that like what, okay, let me define one method first. So here I will say dev, and I'm just saying create GIF, okay, and here I'm just taking the file name, and then I'm just taking number of frames. So I'm just taking frames, and I'm just taking as in 30, and then what I will do, I will say images. So first I will take as an array format, and then what I will do is, okay, and here what I will do is for I in range of number of frames which we are having, and I'm just taking the variable called angle. This is the variable I'm just taking, and I multiply by 360 and number of frames. So this I'm just taking, and then I'm taking another variable called frame, and here what I will do, we have to call this method. So I'm just calling this method, and inside this one what we have to pass, this angle which we are having, and then whatever it will return from there, what we'll do, we will just append it. So images dot append, and inside this one I will take the frame, and after that what we have to do, we have to save the image. So that logic I'm already having, and let me put it. So here you can see it is just like saving that particular file in a particular folder. So this is the way we have designed it. Now what I will do, I will just run this flag. So currently it is giving, and what it is, this particular method. Okay, so instead of that directly calling of that method, what we have to do, we have to call through this method, not that method. So here and here what we have to do, we have to define the flag name. Means it's basically taking the file name, so we are going to save it in the directly. Currently you are seeing there is no file, so here what I'm going to do, I'm going to give the name as in Indian flag dot, I'm just saying the dot zip format, so it look like it is running. So when I will run this, here you will see it will save one file in this directly. Currently we are not having, but it will save, and here you can see Indian flag dot zip, one file it like store here. And what I'm going to do now, I will go to the directory like wherever this file is. So here I'm on that particular like library or the directory. Basically here we have this Indian flag dot zip which we. So when I click on this one, means double click on this one, we can see now the Ashok Chakra is basically moving, and so that what we wanted, like we have designed as expected with the moving also. So for this one, what changes we have done, we nothing, it is just like before, just we are passing this value, and based on that we are calculating. So this code you can also find from my GitHub link, that the link is in the description section. You can find it for like the previous way, how we have done without moving that Ashok Chakra, and with this also. So that's it for this video. If you have any question and doubt, please comment. Thank you.